Welcome to Behind the Curl, where connection is created with one another through the sharing of the personal natural hair stories and experiences, as well as natural hair education brought to you by myself. I am a naturally textured curly hair specialist. I am also your host, Amy Bush, and I invite you to join me as we celebrate what is natural, beautiful, and authentic. Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Curl. I am your host, Amy Bush. This is pretty exciting. We're coming to the end of a season, an end of the year. I was really thinking about what this last podcast was going to be about. So what I decided on was, is it really worth purchasing salon products to use? Some people say yes. Some people say no. I say it depends. Depends on what you feel. Does it work? Are you happy? Are your curls doing what they're supposed to be doing? You look in the mirror and love them? Sometimes we buy products because someone told us to, and they said, this is the right product because it has all the right ingredients. And don't use the other products because they don't have what that person decided they should have. The example I use is that when you're walking down the street and you're looking at somebody's hair, all you know is whether or not you like what you see. You see that woman in the store, she has beautiful curls. You may even tell her so. Or you see someone and you're like, wow, they need some help. The fact is, there is no bubble above our head that shows or states what the products are that we use on our hair. There's no way to tell if somebody uses a commercial brand product or a product they used from the store. Personally, I've noticed a difference with certain product lines for different curls and different porosities. I am going to give you some of my suggestions of the things that I personally look for when I am choosing a hair care line, because each hair care line has a specific focus. So first, you have to be aware of if your hair has any specific needs. That will help you in choosing a hair care line, because do you go with a line that is more reparative, or do you already have healthy hair and you want something for maintenance? So you have to see what that hair care line specializes in. I also look at the weight of the product. I want to know how that hair feels after I've applied the product. Heavier, coarser hair, I want a little weight to it. I want to be able to smooth out that texture, smooth out that cuticle. If it's lighter weight hair, I don't want it weighed down, so I want something light. I also look at the way a product is absorbed into the hair. I don't like to feel like there is a coating of clay left on it. I want to know that it can be absorbed into the hair, because if so, it will hold on to the appropriate moisture. And then when I wet the hair, it's important to how cleanly that hair rinses off. If I wet the hair down and I still feel like there's slime, sludge, heaviness on it, that means it's not clean. That means it's not going to come off so I can cleanse properly, so it can absorb the hydration and moisture that we're looking for, or any of the other reparative benefits. I also pay attention to what is the compilation of the effects over time. I want to know that in 6 weeks, my hair is going to feel better and closer to my goal than it did on day one. Some products feel great the first week, and then after that it goes downhill. How do my curls hold up throughout the day? Do they start out looking amazing, and then by the end of the day, they don't look so great? Now, sometimes that can be application as well, and not just the product line. And then, what is the ease of second day hair, third day hair, fourth day hair? I have noticed some products give me the ability to be able to go 4 or 5 days before needing to wash it and restart over. Some products I feel like I have to wash on day 2 or 3. Scent is important, not just because I want it to be pleasing, but because I need to know, is it going to give me a headache? Am I going to feel sick? Is it going to be irritating or bothering? I want my hair to smell fresh, but what I know is synthetic smells are going to last much longer than a more natural essential oil scent. So if I'm looking for the purity of scent and I want essential oils to be that base, then I know that they're not going to still smell strong like that on day 2 and 3 and 4 unless I've reapplied the product. So See how that scent and that fragrance makes you feel. Price. Price is important, but just like a good wine, a high cost does not guarantee that it's high value. As we know with wine, you can get much lower cost wine and it can taste just as good as something that's 3, 4, 5 times higher. So do not be afraid to look or stay within your budget. Ingredients. Ingredients are important. Are you allergic? Do you have a sensitivity, whether to, like I said, the scent before, or maybe you're allergic to cucumber or aloe? Whatever it is, first look and see if there's any sensitivities that you have. And then second, what is important to you? Is having natural and organic ingredients important, or are you okay with synthetic ingredients? And then what is the accessibility? How easy is it to get this product? Because if you run out and you can't get to it easily because your salon is too far away, then you might end up using something else that you're not as happy with. And then in the long run, you won't be happy with your hair either. So if your salon is too far away to purchase, see if they have an affiliate program or if they will even send it to you in the mail. And one of the last things I look at, although I'm sure I have other things that I can come up with later in the day as to what I look for, but is what is the mission or the impact of the company? I love supporting hair care companies that are run by women, minority, and it doesn't have to be both of those. Or maybe their mission is to support women organizations. For myself as a professional in this industry, 80% of businesses are run by women, 20% are men. And yet, so often women do not get the recognition that they should in this industry. But maybe you have a personal mission and an impact that you would like to see from a business and a company as to how they are contributing to society. Now that you have a way to think about product differently, take a moment to compile your own list. After you've done that, take a look at your products that you have or the ones that you're interested and see how they fit the bill. If over 50% of that is not hitting what you need it to hit, try looking at another product line or prioritize your list and see which ones are the most important. Remember, we as natural curlies are always looking for the Holy Grail, and there are always newer and improved products out there. I have seen product lines change in either accessibility or options in the last years, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. So every year, there's more individuals being inspired to create something new and better for us and our curly hair. So happy product hunting. I would also like to thank you with much gratitude for listening to the first season of the podcast this year. It's been quite a journey, and it's been amazing for me. The learning that I have experienced from technology to finding words, finding my voice, has been like nothing else I've done. And it's great because it felt like the next extension of my business and my personal self-development. And I'm honored that you were here with me. I have a surprise that I will be sharing on the website for all of you. I will be introducing the Chrysalis. It is the 7 Actions to Self-Discovery and Transformation, a video inspiration course for everyone. And as you may know from listening to my podcast introduction of myself, and have been very inspired by nature. And this is where I get my inspiration for my own life. I am going to share a bit of the intro to the Chrysalis with you. The perfect harmony of nature has never ceased to inspire me. Have you ever stopped to watch a beautiful butterfly flitting from flower to flower on a sun-drenched day? You may have wondered how a caterpillar, a sluggish, wingless animal, turns into the eye-catching butterfly. It's all in the transformational process called metamorphosis. The skin of the caterpillar becomes a hard shell known as the chrysalis, where the caterpillar is literally reduced to goo in order to emerge a completely different entity, the butterfly. It is through this deconstruction of the known and breaking down of all barriers that the butterfly emerges. And you may be thinking, well, that's all fascinating, But what does this have to do with me? This course is a course of self-discovery and transformation. So I hope that got you excited and thinking about what special thing I've got coming in the new year. So many good things to look forward to in this next year. And I look forward to meeting back up with you again on February 8th for the podcast. I'm going to take a little bit of break, have some self-reflection, continue to transform and to manifest in my new goals. And until we meet again, happy holidays, happiness and peace to you and your loved ones. If you have really enjoyed listening today and would like to have me address any questions you may have, or if you are inspired to be interviewed on this podcast with your story, with either your success journey, or you would even appreciate extra help with your curls, send all correspondence to me at ambushedcurlacademy@gmail.com. I would love to add your voice and inspire other listeners. Now, I have an opportunity that is special for all of you that are hairstylists, or maybe you are not, but you know a hairstylist. And if you were inspired by what you heard and seeking to expand your curl education, I would like to invite you to visit the Ambushed Curl Academy website. There you will find my online curl education course I created in order to inspire other hairstylists. If you have any questions, I can be reached at ambushedcurlacademy@gmail.com, and I would love to hear from you. Thank you for joining me today. It has been a pleasure to have this opportunity to celebrate natural curls with you. And until we meet again, love your curls and embrace the natural beauty that is uniquely you.